you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, and tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, would you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. High above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go, when you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I will try to fix you. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Oh, sweetie. Bonjour, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast with beautiful music about Ojibwe language and culture.
I am Nanaboozhoo. Over here, the lovely and the very talented Natasha. Ikadon Boozhoo, Weenie Mooshane. Say hello, sweetheart.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. And over here, we've got the rock star cartoonist and the author and illustrator of Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest himself, Michael Lyons. Ikadon Boozhoo, Niji. Say hello, brother. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Yeah. That was a cool little video you made. Thanks. And yeah, and I am Nanaboozhoo. And let's see who's here. Hey, I was learning's here. Boozhoo, I was learning. So nice to see you this morning. Can we give a gold star to Always Learning?
Gold star for Always Learning.
And Kaya Thunder. Boozhoo. Gakina. Hello, everybody. Kaya's here.
Silver star for Kaya. Hey, Kaya.
What's going on? She says, thumbs up, up, up. Kaya comes in here and she immediately starts barking orders. Hey, everybody, put your thumbs up. Put your thumbs in the air like you just don't care. Nah. And Grassroots Indians here. Boozhoo, Grassroots. And Cousin Missy. Oh, good morning, cuz. Missy's here.
Hey, Miss.
And Jim Dunn. Mino Giga Jabe. And Zagame. Hey, Boozhoo. Oh, all kinds of people filing in. So good to see you all. Well, I made a decision, sweetie.
Were you going to teach the Ojibwe word of the day?
Oh, yeah. Before I get out of the thing. Neogija Good. I made a decision on this 4th day. Thursday. Neogija Good.
What was the decision you made?
I don't think we're going to teach that class.
Really?
Yeah. Lady from UND, if you're watching, I think we're going to pass on teaching an Ojibwe language class. For anybody who wasn't here yesterday, I was talking about, we've had kind of a weird week. I mean, it's a good week. A lot of new stuff. Opportunities abound. Opportunities knocking, sweetie.
Yeah.
And nice lady from the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks. She wrote us a little email saying, hey, I got a great idea. Why don't you guys teach Ojibwe for us? Get this special class. And it was easy. It was even going to be kind of one of these blow-off classes, not a real class. Like they don't have to take tests or homework. I didn't have to grade anything. It's just basically doing a 2-hour discussion, lecture, I don't know, kind of like community education. It was kind of like that first Ojibwe class I took. You just kind of show up and there's a lady in the front of the class learning with you. But it was cool that they wanted us to teach a class. And it paid just enough to be worth your trouble and not a dime more. Like, it was $100. I was like, wow, that's like $100, man. What could I do with 100 greenbacks? You know, and heaven knows we need the money. But last night, I'll give an update on the interview. Last night, or yesterday afternoon, we did an interview with Native Report. And that old Ramona Marr, huh?
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yeah, huh? Hey, Ramona. And one of her first questions was, can you comment on why it's so important that people learn Ojibwe? And why it's so important to you to teach the Ojibwe language? How your show is teaching and preserving the language? Go. I was like, well, gun to my head, which is my favorite expression, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't know that we're actually doing that. I don't know that I'm actually believe it's really important to teach Ojibwe. And I don't even think we are teaching Ojibwe. I mean, sure, we teach some words and phrases and we clown around. But, I'm starting to feel guilty. Like, it's not really a class. And like, maybe I could get it together to make it more educational. Like, fewer jokes, less clowning around, fewer songs. I don't know. I could probably, take an hour and do nothing but teach Ojibwe words, and people might, But I don't really want to do that either. Yeah. So I think I'm going to tell her, no, thank you. We're not going to teach a class. If you'd like us to come, and I'll do this for free. If you want us to come and just be a guest and talk to some people and, do a Zoom call, maybe a talking circle, that'd be great. But, I'm not a teacher. I'm a student. So, anyway. So that was my decision. I decided, nah, I'm not gonna receive that gift. But Neogisha good, fourth day. That's a good day to make decisions. And grassroots Indians made the decision to say, Hoka hey from the Devil's Country. You from Devil's Lake? Or are you from Minneapolis? I'm not sure where the Devil's Country is. America? Canada? Where's the Devil's Country, sweetie? I think this whole realm is the Devil's. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, BOOZHOO. The only hell my mama ever raised was me. Nah. Neogisha good. So today, I would like to talk. I would like to speak on this very sacred, important issue facing the Anishinaabe people. The Kakina, Anishinaabe Kakina, as Kaya Thunder reminded us. Kakina! That means everyone. I'm saying this because I don't remember what I was going to talk about. Oh, Makwa, bear. You ever know anybody who had a big black dog and they named him Makwa? Yeah, I've known like 3 people. Yeah. Every Indian person with a huge black dog. Hey, I know. I'm going to name my dog Makwa. He looks like a bear. I even knew a white guy who named his dog Bear because his big black thing. And I'm like, you know what? You're scaring the neighbors when you call a bear. Makwa. And in the Anishinaabe teachings, the 7 grandfather teachings, the Makwa, he represents courage. Aquade, a win. Aquafina? No, that's something else. Aquade, a win, is courage. Hey, you know what? I might even have... Oh, I did it, sweetie. Did you actually pull up the thing? Yeah, I sure did. Courage. Is it on here? Yep. See? While the BOOZHOO crew is sleeping, I'm preparing for the show. Bear. Courage. Makwa. These are the 7 Anishinaabe values. You got your buffalo for respect. Bear. Courage. Got your wolf, Maingan, for humility. Got your 7 grandfather teachings. Eagle represents love, Zaga 81. Turtle, Mishike, is truth, Debwewen, the truth. Sabbe, this is one we always going off on. Bigfoot, Sabbe, honesty. And you'll notice Bigfoot is the only animal who isn't real. Non-believers, skeptics, brainwashed sheep, I call you. People who don't believe in Bigfoot. Well, for some reason the Ojibways Had him represent honesty. We wouldn't lie about this. He's real. And then there's respect. The beaver. No, wait. Beaver's wisdom. Wisdom. But today we're going to talk about bear. Courage. You know, the Makwa Dodeam, the bear clan, is kind of famous for being a lot of people who go into the military or go into law enforcement. You know, actually, a lot of people say, oh, I'm bear clan. We're the medicine clan. That's why there's so many medicine men. It's like, okay, take it easy. Yeah, they're kind of credited with knowing a lot about just anything in the woods. Because bears, they know about berries. They know which berries are poisonous and which ones are good. But the bear actually represents courage. Aqua de Ewen. They would say the bear clan are the protectors of the people. Makwa Dodeam. They take their, they use the bear. Bears, they say, patrol the perimeter of the village. They go, yeah, anytime you come out, you go to Indian village, bears are not far. They never come into the village, but they're right outside. They seem to like to gather around a dump for some reason. The old res dump. Because they scavenge for food. Scavenge? What is that word? Scavenge. They're a No, it's scavenge. Scavenger? I don't know. They dig around for food. Yeah. But, so, what is Aqua de Ewen? What is courage, sweetie? Courage is, doing the thing you're afraid of. Doing the thing you're afraid of. What if the thing you're afraid of is like a really dumb thing to do? Like getting a vaccination? No, don't say that. Remember the news came out? Oh, yeah. The news came down. YouTube gave an announcement. They're no longer, like they haven't been censoring all along. But they came right out and said, no, we're no longer we're gonna censor false information about vaccinations. Any vaccinations. For our own good. So even if you say something like smallpox vaccinations don't work, you can't say that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the new rule. The new rule is you can't suggest that vaccinations don't work. Okay? Big brother, thank you very much. But we're not talking about courage. Oh, so courage is doing something even though you're afraid, but you take Aqua de Ewen, you get courage to go ahead and do it. But does it take courage to do something you're afraid of because you have wisdom and you know it's a dumb thing to do? I'm not doing that. No, I can smell bullshit crap from a mile away. I'm afraid to let... how can I say this? I fear the government. I fear the, agencies like the CDC. I fear people shooting something into my bloodstream that I don't know what it is. I fear them. I fear that there may be something that happens bad. I'm not afraid of getting the cold. I'm not afraid of getting cooties 19. I'm afraid to put nanobots in my bloodstream. So, should I take courage and do it anyway? Nope. But would that be courageous? Is it courageous just to do it anyway? No, it's just stupid. So what is, it's got to be something more than just facing fear. Yeah, there's got to be something noble about it. Courage. Well, maybe it's still courage. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, you can do something stupid and be brave about it. I'm afraid to jump out of this plane without a parachute. But I'll do it anyway. Geronimo! Geronimo. Another famous Anishinaabe. This is the story of Geronimo. I think he was Apache, maybe? I don't know. I made a movie about him, but I didn't learn anything. But I think he jumped off a cliff. So today, whenever military guys parachute, they yell his name, Geronimo, for courage, because Geronimo was so courageous. He jumped off a cliff. I don't know. I guess I don't know what courage is. Me either, I guess. Does it take courage to, like public speaking? I heard this once. I like to do this sometimes when I'm at a conference and we got to talk later that day. I'll get up and I'll like tap the glass. Well, excuse me, please. Everyone, excuse me. May I get your attention, please? May I please have your attention? Yes, hello. Thank you. Hi. BOOZHOO. My name is NANABOOZHOO. I want to make a very special announcement. I suffer from what is known as stage fright. I have social anxiety, and it is very difficult for me. I'm a very shy person. I cannot speak in public. It is my greatest fear. I am so shy and cannot speak in public that I wrote a song to express how shy and how much I would really appreciate if you just tried not to look at me directly. I'm too shy. Well, I'm so shy, And everyone's like, what? If you're so shy, how come you're carrying on like this? And that's the joke. But public speaking for other people is really difficult. Some people, they did a survey. They said the number one fear in life, the number one thing that takes courage is public speaking. More people said that they were afraid of public speaking than they were afraid of death. So I think it was Jerry Seinfeld. He goes, so for the average person at a funeral, they'd rather be in a casket than given a eulogy. Yeah. People would rather be dead. They're less afraid to be in a casket than having to stand up in front of everybody and say, hello everyone, thanks for coming to my dad's funeral. He sure is dead. He was a good dad. Whatever. And I sure am going to miss him. Why is that so hard? But public speaking, it's so scary. That's why I still, to this day, it's been 35 years since I was in high school. We used to have this thing, I think they still have it, but it's turned into something else. But back in the 80s, they had speech competitions on the Saturdays in the winters. You'd either write a speech or you'd read a speech. There are different categories, humorous interp. You got your creative expression, poetry, drama. And kids would get together from other schools, dress up, and then go into classrooms and give speeches and get judged and compete. Like, who is the best speaker? And that's the only thing I ever really learned of value in high school was speech. Even more than being in plays, speech teaches you how to speak well and how to not be shy in front of people. It taught me how to do like impersonations and stuff like that. I don't know. So I just don't have that gene that makes you nervous to be speaking in front of people. I got a little nervous being interviewed. Sometimes being on camera makes me nervous. But just being in front of people, I don't care. Because I got Akude a win, huh, sweetie? Yeah, you sure do. You're so courageous. Yeah. But the bear, Makwa, represents courage. And this is our Ojibwe word of the day. In addition to, see, now I'm just plowing through Ojibwe language words. Because if we were teaching, it'd be all this. I'd have to write out the words and think about what I was going to talk about. Grassroots says he's from Kansas. Oh, Kansas, man. We're not in Kansas anymore. Do you guys have a lot of tornadoes in that? I guess I get the impression of that from Wizard of Oz. Well, BOOZHOO to Kansas. That's cool, man. Our show's reaching Kansas, sweetie. BOOZHOO! Kaya Thunder says, I don't want the man who invented Windows rewriting my DNA code. Also, I'm allergic, so no thanks. What, you don't want the guy? She's talking about Bill Gates, the inventor of computer viruses. You know, oh, it's okay. We got this antivirus for your computer. Now we got an antivirus for your for this Cooties 19. I'm pressing my luck, aren't I? You better not talk about it. Migazi, eagle. Now the eagle, Anishinaabe people, they lose their minds for the eagle, don't they? Oh, I know. They'll give tobacco to eagles. Yeah. To a lot of traditional Indian people, the eagle represents Zaga Idiwen, love itself. Not just romantic love, but the love of the Creator. They say Migazi carries our prayers to the Great Spirit himself. But, they also say, tobacco smoke does the same. So, let's not get carried away. Nah. But Migazi is the eagle. And, he represents the United States of America. He represents money on the back of the dollar bill. He represents Native American spirituality. It's a lot of people try to use them. The eagle. Sometimes he represents football teams, like the whatever guy is the Eagles. That football team. If I cared about football, I'd know where they're from. The Tampa Bay Eagles or whatever. But here we go. Zaga Idiwen. Love. And sweetie, what can I say about love? I don't know. Zaga Idiwen. It's the most powerful force in the world. Love is like light in the darkness. Where there's love. This is like having to give a speech at a wedding. Love, what is it? Sometimes I've heard it said that you don't even choose who you love. Love chooses you. You can be walking around minding your own business and bam, you fall in love. That's why they call it falling in love, huh, sweetie? Yeah, because you lose control. Yeah, you lose all control. It's like you fell. Whoa, oh crap, I'm falling in love. In and out of love. Then you can fall out of love. And that really hurts when you fall out of love. People say, oh, she dropped me. Yeah, she fell out of love. Actually, no, she threw me out of love. And I hit rock bottom hard. Because when you're in love, it's like being an eagle. You're way up high. You can see a long ways. And you soar. Being in love is like being an eagle. You're so far away from the concerns and problems of the world. It's so far beneath you. When you're in love, you're not, oh no, whatever. You're like an eagle. your heart. It's like an eagle. It soars. Like every Indian on a movie has ever said, today my heart soars like an eagle. Pale face. You know. But Migazi, when you're in love, it's flying. But when you're not, it's like, what do they call it? Falling in love. Is an eagle just falling?
Well, if you believe in the globe Earth,
Ah, here we go.
you know, he's like a satellite. He's just falling around the Earth.
Yeah, right.
I don't believe that.
I know. Zaga iriwen. And so if you want to say I love you to somebody, you go gi, I guess. G-I. I should have written it out. Gi is like you. Zage. You short it. Like zaga iriwen is love. I don't know why. You drop the iri win when you say I love you. Just say gi zaga in. Gi zaga in. You love I. It almost sounds like you're saying you love me.
I know.
Gi zaga in, sweetie.
It doesn't sound that romantic when you say it like that.
When I butcher it, g zaga in.
Oh, sweetie, I'm swooning.
Or I could say, my darling, gizaga in.
Ah, sweetie, gizakain.
Gizaga in, I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you like the eagle loves the rain. Or whatever. Like the desert loves the rain. But, whatever. How do I get rid of this now? 7 values. 7 Anishinaabe values, sweetie.
Yeah, huh?
Wally Bear. Hey, BOOZHOO, Wally. Wally says, the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, yeah, thank you. Philadelphia Eagles. Because Philadelphia is the city of love. Huh, sweetie?
I think that's Paris.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Philadelphia is the city of Rocky.
Oh, yeah, that's the city of Rocky. Bum, 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 bum. Every once in a while, Rocky calls in here. Or the actor, Sylvester Stallone, who played Rocky. I love that movie, Rocky.
I know you do.
I can't stop thinking about it. All these years later. Dun, 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 dun. I think the thing I love about Rocky's a story. It's the American dream. It's a story of, I mean, go right out and say it. For any of you kids younger than, I don't know, 45, Rocky is a story of a boxer who was almost already washed up by whatever he was, his early 30s. He's poor, he didn't have any love. And he's still boxing for, in a neighborhood boxing place. But he's all depressed, But one day, a promoter calls him into his office. And he says, Rocky, do you believe America is a land of opportunity? And Rocky goes, yeah. And he says, we're going to give you a chance to fight the champion boxer of the world. The heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed. Which is kind of satanic programming, but never mind that. And so he gets a chance to go for it all. And so you see him work out real hard. And while he's working out, getting ready for the big fight, he asks out this girl he likes, Adrian. And Adrian's, she's not real hot or anything. She's super shy. And she wears big old glasses and sweaters, but he loves her anyway. He can't even explain it, but he just sees her and he's like, whatever. I love that girl. Eventually he takes her back to his place, takes off her hat and her glasses and kind of forces himself on her. But it was the 70s. That wasn't illegal in those days. But the big fight comes, and he goes the distance. He goes the full 12 rounds or whatever with the heavyweight champion of the world. Nobody can believe it. He takes the hits and he keeps moving forward. You know, they say it's not about how many times you get hit. It's about how many times you can get hit and keep moving forward. Because that is how winning is done. That's what he always says. Yeah, I know. And so then Rocky, you know, even though he doesn't win, he wins because he gets a girl, and he proved to the world that he could try his best. It was really a story about a guy who just tries his best. And I think for a lot of us, it was like, you know, I used to dream of being a rock star or cartoonist. I put those in the same category. You know, an artist. And I loved Rocky not because I wanted to be a boxer, because I wanted an opportunity to try my best. Like, what if I had what if you could go for it? It wasn't even about what if you could just win America's Got Talent and then, yesterday I was a nobody, today I'm a rock star because I won a contest on TV. No, not that. It's just give me a chance to try. I remember the first time I auditioned to be in a band. It was those guys in St. Cloud. Oh, yeah. These guys were so cool looking. They had long hair. They were super skinny. They had ripped t-shirts and jeans and long hair. And the one guy, if you're still out there, I never forgot his name because he had a perfect lead guitarist name. His name was Brian Valentine. That is a cool rock star name. Yeah, his real name, Brian Valentine. It was kind of like Paul Rocker. Yeah, I knew a drummer I was in a band with. His name was Paul Rocker. And he didn't change it, you know. He was born with that name, Paul Rocker, so he became a rocker. And then it was Brian Valentine. But they saw me walking in the halls one day, and I had long hair. And so naturally they came up and said, "Hey, you already have long hair. Do you play guitar?" And I was like 19 years old at the time, 18, I guess. And I played bass a little bit. I basically shouldn't even have said I played bass, but I owned a bass. I could play the intro to Crazy Train, you know, doo-doo, 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 I, doo-doo, you know. And I could play White Wedding, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, whatever. I don't think I even knew a whole song yet, but I wanted to be in a band. And I heard myself, I said to myself, so they come up to me and go, "Hey, do you play bass? Do you want to try out for our band?" And in my head I said, you know, I'm never going to be a rock star if I don't start doing this kind of thing. So I said, sure. And they picked me up and went to their apartment, and we put on our guitars, and I had this huge bass amp. I had to lug all the way over there. And they're like, "Let's play Lick It Up by Kiss." We played Lick It Up, Paul. That's a great song. Not really. But, you know, it's mostly a one-note song. And I don't know if I'd ever... Yeah, I think I played standing up, but mostly I only played sitting down. I hadn't even really... So, first song, these guys get up, and they're immediately dancing. Guitars are strung way as low as they go, and they're dancing back and forth, and they're jumping on stuff. You know, lick it up. You know, you gotta live like you're on vacation. And I'm trying to keep up, barely keeping up. And then we have to play a second song. And that one I could barely keep up, you know. You know, they say, "This one's in G." You know, we'd be like, which fret? Third fret down, first string. Oh, okay. You know. And the truth was, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't good enough to be in their band. So they let me practice twice. And then they had to have that awkward talk with me. I was like, "Dude, listen. We're not saying you don't have great hair. Your hair is really long, and we appreciate that about you. We would love we would love to have your hair in the band, but, I mean, this was like 1985, so having big hair in a band was really important. But they said, you don't really play bass, so we're gonna keep looking for a bass player. Thank you for your interest. Please go away and never come back. And I was disappointed, but not surprised. But the thing was, it felt cool to try. So just like Rocky, got a chance. What would happen if I just had a chance? Give me a chance, man. Give me a chance to try. And I think a lot of us are like that. Do you have some kind of burning? I was like, oh man, I'm not wishing for $1 million. I just want the opportunity to be successful at something. That's why sometimes small towns, reservations, they're such traps, such jails, prisons. They're prisons of your own ambition in your own mind. Because if you grow up in a town like LaPorte, Minnesota, there's not a whole lot of people who, went on and went for it. The people like Michael here, how do I say this in a nice way? Losers. Hey! No, I'm just kidding. The people that stayed back, they didn't go to the big city. They didn't try. Every successful person has that origin story. It's like, well, I came from whatever, and then nobody believed. Like Madonna at the VMAs. Don't even talk about her. No, she's an inspiration. Madonna, she got up at the Video Music Awards, and she walked out this old, I'm not even sure how to describe her. But again, a melting candle called Madonna's Face, and some sort of robotic, even though every part of her body is fake, and she's got the proportions of what you might think would be an attractive body, to see Madonna's body makes you go, ugh. I would rather look at a normal body that was all wrinkly and fat. There's something really gross. Anyway, Madonna comes out and she says, they said we would never last. Well, look at us now. Or something. Like, we proved it to them. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Something to do with going for it. Oh, every successful person has a story where they tried. They were going to try this thing even though the odds were against them. Just like Madonna. So, I guess finally my point of all this, Rocky becoming a bass player for a hair band in the 80s, or growing up to be Madonna at the VMAs. It's a beautiful thing to get the opportunity to try. Just try. That's what artists have. They have a burning in their belly. Come on, man. I got something to say. I want to write something down. I want someone to read it. That's what's so cool about YouTube. All of us, songwriters writing songs about heartbreak from the corner of our beds, never leaving our bedrooms. Finally have an opportunity to have an audience, to talk about Madonna's gross body and her candle wax face. And this has been the story of I don't know what. You want to get up here, sweetie? I think maybe I should. All right. Up next, everybody. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? Do you want to take a call before you go? Oh, sure. What line? I'm line 2. All right. Line 2, eh? Caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. How dare you? Oh, gee. Greta Thunberg. Haven't heard from you in a while. How dare dare you? What? You were going to leave, and I didn't even have a chance to learn or teach the Ojibwe word of the day. You wanted to teach your Ojibwe word of the day? How dare you? Take it easy. Why does she always say that? I don't know. Hi, Greta. Hello, Natasha. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, hi, Greta Thunberg. What's she doing? She gives speeches now where she says blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw that. Greta, what was up with that speech you gave? How dare you? I want to give a speech where I fix the planet Earth. You're going to fix the planet Earth? We've got to stop. It is a global crisis. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you get up there and you just said blah, 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 and kind of wagged your finger at everybody. But, I mean, what was that? Well, if you don't understand, then blah, 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 blah. How dare you? Yeah, I guess I don't understand blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What'd she say? She wants to teach you a Ojibwe word of the day. Oh, is that what blah, blah, blah means? Yeah, I actually do speak a little blah, blah, blah. Greta, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Is Neo Geisha good? Neo Geisha good! How dare you! Yeah, Neo Geisha good means fourth day or Thursday. Neo Geisha good! It is fourth day! Blah, blah, blah! Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Do you want to talk about courage? You want to learn courage? Yeah, okay. Whoops. Courage is aqua de a win. Courage! Aqua de a win! Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Aqua de a win. You know, I have so much courage. It takes a lot of courage to wag my finger at the elders and tell them they are blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know if that takes courage so much. It takes something. But yeah, I mean, so okay, we understand you're fed up. What do you propose we should do? I mean, just say it. Well, I think it's quite obvious. Blah, 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 and obey. What? Blah, 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 resistance is futile, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. No, I want to blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I gotta go. I'm gonna let Natasha get up here. Blah, 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 how dare you? I don't like Greta. Oh, she's just a kid. I know, but she's a pain. Well, she just wants to make the world a better place to live in. Yeah, right. Why do we listen to kids with obvious autism? Hey, don't say that. Autistic people are the smartest people in the world. No, they're not. Sure, they can do math. Didn't you see Rain Man? Oh, yeah. They can count. That's probably crap, isn't it? What? I bet you people with autism can't just count immediately all the stupid matches that fell. Remember that scene in Rain Man? You can just, like, has superpowers. I bet you that's complete crap. I don't know. I never thought about it, but I bet you that's not true. Yeah, they can probably count cards. Whatever that is. But I don't think they have, like, superhuman eyes. I'm smelling total crap. And Kaya Thunder believes in me. Yep, or agrees with me. It's total crap. I never thought of that. Who is that again? Oh, Greta Thunberg. She came out a couple of years ago and was like, she gets in the United Nations. You know, for some reason, this little weirdo is invited to the United Nations to speak on climate change, on the truth and the facts about climate change. Oh, climate warming, global warming, or global cooling. We don't want to be held to either one of those. I know we said both, but climate change. Don't want the climate changing. Okay. Do you know the world's suffering from season change? But anyway. So she gets up there and she was all like, how dare you? You come to us looking for hope? Us, like the Zoomers. You know. She basically chewed out a bunch of adults in the United Nations because she felt like they weren't doing what they were supposed to stop this fairy tale called climate change without any real suggestions. And then she just came on again. And, you know, she's just a puppet. I mean, forgive me for using that term. Somebody's giving her a script to read. And I don't know what the agenda is. They never say, okay, no more cars. Whatever. What does Winona LaDuke have to say? We will follow what she says. Just ride horses? Is that it? Okay, from now on, we're going to ride horses again. The climate's changing. Oh no, you're going to pollute the sacred water. Greta looks like Nancy Pelosi. Very scary. You mean Chief Nancy Pelosi? Pelosi? Whatever her name. Pelosi. I think she's a Polak. Nancy Polak. Remember that when Nancy Pelosi was saying she was Native American? Yeah. She even did one of those DNA tests. Yeah, which was also probably crap. And it said she was like 174th Cherokee or something. Yeah. She even picks the white tribe. But yeah, for a while, that's what you find eventually behind all these, progressives. They're all about like, oh yeah, affirmative action. Let's give scholarships to natives. And then you find out, yeah, she took one of those scholarships for herself. It's like, hey, that's not for you. That's the Minnesota Chippewa tribe scholarship. That's $2,000 to go to your college. That's for an Indian person, Nancy. Is that Nancy I'm even thinking of? Probably someone else. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember. Anyway, you want to get up here, sweetie? Yeah. All right. I'm going to let Natasha get up here. But before we go, let's take a look at... Okay, here we go. I really wish I could just use this site to send gifts to people. The leggings that we've got for sale on Teespring are really expensive, like $44. I don't know why a pair of pantyhose should cost $44. But we don't always talk about our Teespring page because I don't know why. I feel guilty. But if you want to burn your money, throw it around. Come to our Teespring page, linked in the descriptions below. And up next, Natasha. NanaBOOZHOO will return. Or I won't, but BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO will return after these messages. Miigwech Ganawabieg.
Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Oh, I said welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Wow. Name and Wyndham G.A. Hanumanungu. show. Yeah. I don't know. You're asking me, will our love grow? Wally Bear says, isn't the climate supposed to change? Things aren't supposed to be the same as they were 100 years ago. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just tired of being, constantly people trying to scare me. They've been threatening the doom, the end of the world since I was a little girl. When I was a little girl, they said it was going to be global cooling. We're going to have a new ice age. And then in the 80s, at some point, they said, oh, no, wait, it's global warming. Yeah, the globe's going to warm. Al Gore comes out, yeah, man, everything's going to be underwater when the ice caps, the polar ice caps are going to melt. On and on. Oh, no. Asteroid's going to hit the planet and kill all the dinosaurs. So, I don't know. After a while, I get terror fatigued. I'm tired. I'm being scared. And so now I'm just like, shut up. Don't care anymore. Yeah, let it. Good. Well, he says, I blame HARP. Yeah, exactly. HARP is up to all kinds of crazy stuff. I think it's HARP that's spraying all the chemtrails, too. And he says, I strongly believe we're heading for another ice age. Yeah. Could be. I mean, who knows? I strongly believe we can't trust Bill Nye. Whatever Bill Nye says probably is not true. And so, but the thing is, they don't really say anything. Like Bill Nye, did you ever see that commercial? He comes on with a globe and he goes, and he swears, and he's all like, hey, you kids, or you dummies. Yeah, when you were kids, I talked to you, but now, and he takes a blowtorch to the globe. He goes, the world's on fire. All right? All right? And then it's, the more you know. And you go, okay, number one, the world's not a globe. But number two, it's not on fire. You're being symbolic. Number three, shut up. What do you mean it's on fire? Yeah, there's wildfires in certain parts. Is the ocean on fire? I don't think so. I mean, you might just as well say the world's drowning in ocean. Wally Bear says, I can fix stupid, but it's gonna hurt. Wally Bear says he can fix stupid, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it takes a bullet into the brain. A little piece of lead. Sakame is here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Sakame. Sakame is here, sweetie. Hey, BOOZHOO. So nice to see you. And Kaya Thunder says, it's the colonizer's nightmare. Armageddon. Yeah. Because they brought it to so many others. They're afraid of it themselves. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're asking a group of people that have been told that we were genocided to be afraid of the future? It's like, yeah, okay. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to come and steal our land? Oh, no. Kizzy Renee is back. Kizzy, hello. Kizzy's here, sweetie. Okay, BOOZHOO, Kizzy. How you doing? She goes, yes, I agree. I know. I mean, if you think of the colonizers not as every non-Indian person who migrated to North America, but as the controlling government, the Freemasons, the whatever, the pyramid, the Illuminati, I think the colonizers are the Illuminati. And so when we say you got to decolonize your mind, it's you got to wake up from the Illuminati spell. That's all it really is. Decolonizing your mind doesn't mean, you can't have a short haircut. Some people look cute in short hair. I'm sorry. You don't have to just grow braids out. But I think decolonizing your mind is go back to the wisdom of your ancestors, to the intelligence of what you already have, your senses. The senses Gitchimanidu gave you. Declutter your mind, decolonize, but also wake up. It's a hypnotic spell we're all been under. You know, from the history books to the news, even what you think to progressive politics. I think even the protests, if you're under the spell, that's being colonized. So you grow up and they tell you, oh yeah, by the way, white people have been dogging you your whole life. They stole your land. And they stole our culture and our language. And they're really bad. So you're going to fight them back. You're going to just march and you're going to chain yourself to a bulldozer or something. And you're, going to throw rocks at some poor oil pipeline worker. Well, that's a colonized mind too, because they put you under spell, made you think, yeah, you're a victim. You are not a victim. You just scream with boredom. You are not evicting time. Time in quaaludes and great wine, demanding Philly doll and other friends of mine. Nobody knows why.
Why are you singing Bowie lyrics? We gotta quit the show.
I don't know why. I don't know. I started talking about politics and then I trailed off on Deep Tracks by David Bowie. Anybody remember the song Time? Time is waiting in the wings. He speaks of senseless things. His script is you and me, boy. Time! All right. Sweetie, we just ran out of time, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, let me say, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, speaking of Zika Edie Win, love, that Gizagain, I love you. Zika Edie Win, love. Represented by the Migazy, the eagle. And, that's our Ojibwe word.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah?
Before we sign out, do you want to take a real quick call?
Oh, sure. On line 2?
Yep, line 2.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Well, hi, Cookie Monster.
Yeah, me love cookie. Me love cookie.
Yeah, you sure do, huh?
Me say love in Ojibwe.
Okay, it's Zaga Edie Win.
Zaga Edie Win. Me laga Edie Win. Cookie.
That's right. You love cookies. Okay, Cookie, I gotta get going.
Me say goodbye.
Well, we don't really say goodbye. We say, I'll see you again. Gigawaba min, minawa.
Gigawaba min, minawa.
That's good. Gigawaba min, minawa, Cookie. Thanks.
Yeah, you're a lot more patient with him than I am.
What do you mean?
Oh, that guy really annoys me. I mean, come on, take a pill.
He can't help it. He's on the spectrum. All right. Well, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say miigwech bizendawi egg. Thank you for listening. And miigwech ganawabi egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. Over here, the ruggedly handsome
Oh, cut it out, will you?
NANABOOZHOO. Ikadon Gigawaba Min Minawa. Nanaboozhoo.
I'll see you again. Miigwech.
And over here is Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist. You want to say goodbye?
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawaba Min Minawa. Hawa. Sweetie,
Locking your coordinates. 1 to teleport.
energize!